the Project Management Conference, guests were treated to a CXO roundtable discussion themed India Infrastructure on Growth Trajectory, Unspoken Challenges and Emerging Opportunities.
What's about challenges and opportunities in India as far as infrastructure story is concerned?
There are opportunities and challenges. I think I would like to see it differently, that we all can talk, and I think Upendra, you rightfully identified that through example, there are challenges. That's where the theme I think I want to kind of, from my perspective, set out. There are stories and studies which indicate that today, close to about 0.5 to 1% of the projected GDP is actually being lost because of the lack of infrastructure. So clearly, all those plans need to get converted into plants, as they call it. India is looking at the growth story, and I think the topic was very rightfully, aptly put, that how India as a growth story can be achieved and only be limited or supported and enabled by infrastructure. I think the theme was to set out that was to how to make infrastructure project management, which seems like a very complex thing. How could simple things in life, how the options of not having a failure as an option could be converted into project management skills, complemented with passion and perseverance.
The Planning Commission has envisaged something like an investment of 20.56 lakh crore rupees if you want to maintain a GDP growth of 9%. And the GDP growth, which is the figures latest are 8.8%, but India is looking forward to taking it to 10%, and, if not overtake China, but be close to China. So with that kind of requirement of funds, obviously the central government cannot meet all the requirement, and the Planning Commission envisaged that about roughly 1/3 would be met by central government, 1/3 by state government, and 1/3 through PPP and BOT route. Actually, today's topic was very topical because it was about infrastructure, the challenges and opportunities. And India really requires a quantum leap in infrastructure if you want to maintain a high GDP growth like China. So we planned a GDP growth of over 9%, and we should take it to China level, which is about 10%. And you can't do it without creation of infrastructure.
Mr. Modi, how close are we to the reality when we see the other side of the table?
Execution doesn't happen in the boardrooms. Let me tell you one thing, battles are actually fought on the war front. And on the war front, you'll actually go there, roll up your sleeves, face the sweat, the mud and the toil, some cases blood. And I thought that's what I represent. And that's my new incarnation. For me, the biggest constraint is not money. The biggest constraint is not resources, is not equipment, is actually not even human beings. The only constraint is time. If you look at any lesson, even on finance or non-finance executives, you will actually teach you time value of money. Today, for a developer, it makes much more sense to, in fact, incur higher cost and accelerate revenue. When you're doing cost cutting, you're talking of looking back. When you're getting of higher revenues, you're talking of looking ahead. The whole focus today is of higher revenues and maximizing yields. To my mind, all of us, within us, have a stars in our eyes, have fire in the belly, have a belief in our ears, have spring in our feet. So there is no way, the ultimate thing is we don't have belief in ourselves. So you have stars in the eyes, all of us dream, all of us do that. You have fire in the belly, you are hungry. You're actually always wanting more, aiming for more. You have spring in the feet, you have energy, you're ready to go. And if you just add this song in the heart, you should enjoy what we are doing. The moment we can enjoy and we believe, it will actually get done.
How can we leverage people like you who have so much immense depth? Because we don't want to reinvent the wheel. So from that perspective, you heard the audience, and that's the reason we have given you the last, so that you could observe what's going on. And from that perspective, what it gets your insight.
The thing was what are project managers supposed to do, and as we just mentioned here, one of the things we tell our employees and our consultants is do not make the same mistakes other people have made before. We call those premeditated stupidities. Premeditated stupidity is really bad. Make a new mistake and we will celebrate it because you have learned something new. So one of the things we need to be very good at is not repeating the mistake, but at the same time allowing people to make the mistake, but capturing them early and recorrecting them. Yes, I think what I liked very much was the variety of experiences that were brought to the panel. People with different areas and however focusing on the same problem. It was very interesting, but 30% of things we said were similar and about 70% were different. So that shows the unity and diversity at the same time.
If you look at it, the project management it's a profession, and its recognition is based on the hallmarks of the project management profession. It is standards, it is certification, and the code of ethics, and the adherence to the ethics code, it is non-negotiable. What is an ethics? So it's the common themes are expressing the value commonly held as an important to the community, for organization or team. It gives the value guide and the behavior for the community. It sets the value guide for the society. Ethics holds the community as a community together and allow it to function on the level of trust. The world, today's modern economy is depending on the trust.
Somebody asked me, what is information technology? I mean, it's very simple, right? The technology which plays with the information is information technology. But the point what we need to understand here is, there is a computing power generated by IT vehicle which automate the processes. If I don't automate the process, I remember the days when I was working in first company. To travel from Hyderabad to Mumbai, we need to fill a pink form with probably 10 fields, signature. After that, it will go to my boss. Again, you will find the signature. After that, month end, you will have some bundles of the forms. Everything again they have to do manually. You remember how much effort it will take, right? So I think the automation of the processes, then the process automation captures a lot of data. Then you have to mine that, you have to get the required information and take the right decisions to move forward. So that's where I think the information plays a very vital role. What I'm trying to emphasize here is the computing power and the information are the two important assets going forward for any nation.
A platform for an exchange of ideas. Recognition for talent and achievement within the field of project management. The Project Management Conference 2010 brought knowledge and experience together with bright new innovation.
Spider-Man, Batman.